Okay, I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm going to go ahead and export all of this for mixing. One measure of silence at the start and end. I'm just following the mixing checklist right now. Move this to, there we go. Right, and I mean, I don't think I need to do this, but I'll do it anyway. Yeah, sure, whatever. And these kind of take care of themselves, I guess. I think these are gonna end where they end either way. Well, except this one maybe. I mean, what happens if I try to? That works, I guess. Yeah, that works. Okay. Now if I remember correctly, let me see. There was a way to. Let me see. Export all tracks as audio files with one measure of extra silence and pan to center. So they're already pan to center. Faders at 0 dB. Let's see. Faders. I don't think I have any faders though. Yeah, I just thought of something. Did I ever change the volume on this? I mean, I don't think I think the volume on that is dynamic actually. I mean, I'll check just to make sure. See, that's right here. Yeah, hold on. If I go back here, yeah, that's in a good spot already. This, I need to do something about that, but I think I can do that in the mix, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure that's the whole point of the mix. Say export when, export dry. Now, if I remember correctly, if I export this as a WAV file, and then I push this button to enable master. Oh yeah, because you can't have the effects on the master track when you're doing this. I don't have any effects on the master track, so I'm pretty sure that that doesn't matter. See, this one says split mixer track says batch export mixer tracks into separate WAV files. So I'm assuming that's going to do what I want it to do, which is that it's going to take all of the mixer files, or all of the mixer tracks, and export them all as separate files. Let's see. This one. I don't think I need to change anything else here. Mm, yeah, I'm just gonna, let me make sure I'm not missing anything else. Uh, yeah, let's see what happens. Okay, now where in my files did that go? Yes, it did what I wanted it to do. Okay, that is good. That is good. I like that. Okay, new, empty. No, actually, can you guys see that pop up? See, no, I will not save changes because this was just to export all of this. Let's see. Open up my files again, and I put these in one at a time. Let's see. Okay, was there a particular order I should put these in? See, begin with one new frequency. Well, I could just have them all like like completely silent when I first put them in. What should I start with? I guess the order doesn't really matter, or does it? Maybe I should have them in similar spots to what I had before. Tar. Yes, yes, yes. And then electric storm, electric storm 2. Ooh, I don't want to do that. Oh yeah, I forgot you guys can't see my files here. But yeah, I accidentally just give me a second. It's kind of hard to do this. Like, there we go. Then electric storm 2. There we go. I'll link these all to mixer tracks once they're all in here. Let's see. Why am I overthinking this? I just need to get them all in here. They're not even linked to the mixer yet. Yeah, just freaking base. I should have just gone alphabetical order from the start. Why is the current here? Oh, did it also export the current? Okay, I don't really need that. Let's see, drum reverb. The electric storms have got those already. Global reverb. Ah. Sure, I've got that already. Hi-hat. My God. Okay. Okay. See, I didn't have anything on the master track either. I have no idea what the current is. I don't know what the current even is. Oh, it's this thing. I don't know what that is. um, well, it should, like, I don't think I need to bring it in that case, because I didn't touch it. See, I just brought in the kick. Same thing with the master. I don't need to bring in the master, I don't think. Let's see. Others. Piano. I brought in the piano already, I'm sure. Yeah, piano is right there. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and bring in the pink noise, if I can dig through everything and find it. Where is it? Oh, that was easy. Come on, come. Stop scrolling down, man. My God, stop freaking scrolling down. Okay, pink noise right there. I'm gonna use that for mixing. Um, now, where is it? Yes, my reference mix. The reference mix that I will be using here. This was in the playlist, the music inspiration playlist, and the dude who made, or the person who made this made it super easy to download. Yeah, you can see their name right there. Can you on OBS? Yes, you can. Okay. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. um, then if I look at this, define your vision slash feeling. Well, what I what I want this to sound like. Well, I went and played the demo of the game that I'm making this for, right? So I definitely want it to, and I was thinking about the gameplay as I was going through making this, and that's actually why I decided against making it any faster, because I actually thought that making the music Because when I was thinking about the gameplay as I was making the music, I felt like the point that it was at right then was actually fit pretty well. I mean, and I don't know how else I can put it. And this kind of yes, and I was actually thinking about making it a little faster, but I kind of didn't want to make it too fast for that reason. But like, let's see here. One thing it said was to trim out silences. Let me see. Trim out silences. Trim out silences. Right, right. Oh yeah, these are still on. Okay. But I'm guessing none of these have been linked to mixer tracks. Yep, they're only showing up in the master. I kind of want to organize these a little better. Kind of thinking about how I should go about doing that. I should probably have the bass at the bottom. I feel like that makes the most sense. I'm sure people will agree with me there. And right above that should be the kick on the drums. I'm gonna put the bass here. I'm gonna put the kick right there. Then just above that, I'm gonna put the snare. But then above that, the other snare. I put other snare because I honestly can't remember the difference between the two. I know one of them has effects on it, the other doesn't, and I'm pretty sure they're panned a little differently too in the plugin. Okay, hi-hat. Is no, where's the insert? Yeah, I want this right above the hi-hat. I never renamed this one because I can't remember what this was. Um, drum. Now that I think about it, I should probably have the reverbs at the bottom. Not well, I can just move them all at once now that I have them together. And then right above that, I want there to be the crash. Global reverb at the very bottom. Drum reverb right there. Then I'm also gonna link all these to mixer tracks. Electric Storm. Electric Storm 2. Jeez, okay. Now this has gotten a little confusing. Where did I have the... I could have avoided this pretty easily, couldn't I? And there's the piano. Crash. The insert 9. Then right below that, the hi-hat. The other snare first, and then the normal snare. Let's see, okay, the pink noise and the reference mix should come last. Let's see, so what have I not included yet? Okay, that reminded me to do something. I'm not sure if you guys heard my alarm going off just then. Let's see. Oh yeah, then the kick. And then right below the kick is the bass. And then the reverb. Drum reverb first. And then the global reverb. Okay, oh yeah, now it is time that we do these two. The pink noise, and then our reference mix. There we go. Ooh, what the heck did I just... Okay. For the sake of... For the sake of cleaning this all up, I'm gonna do that. No. Mm, CEO of Rhythm announces Rhythm 2. What? If there's space for two periods there, couldn't the H go there? I guess not. Then I don't really care about the colors. Let's see. I still can't remember what it's called. Mm, okay, that I'm gonna rename though. Okay, those can stay the same. I'll rename this too. Sure, why not? Okay, that just about does it for that. See, I need to, if I turn these two off, okay. You said trim out silences. Is there a way that I can? Yes, there is. What the heck? Oh, okay. Ooh, but moving around is not pretty. I guess this works. Yeah, there we go. Actually, can't I just? Okay. Now, where does the piano stop playing? Dang, that is really hard to see. No, hold on. It's kind of hard to see. Okay, there's definitely no sound here. I'm not sure if this is even necessary. Let me see if I try to. Crossfade. What does this do again? I'm trying to. Oh, all right. Hold on. No, when did I do the thing? Are you telling me I can't undo any of that? Oh, it tells me up there. That's handy. There you go. And take this back to how it was before. Alright. Now, as for where the piano actually ends, I can't tell. If I try, like, yeah, see, I can still kind of hear it, even in that last part. I think I'm gonna leave it alone. I don't want to risk cutting anything out. Okay, now let's see. What next? What next? What next? What next? What next? Okay, sorry for those one measure and that dry. Oh yeah, I probably should have exported wet and dry. Oh well. If I need the dry stems, I'll go back for them. So pick one or two reference checks. Did that. Define vision failing. Did that. One low frequency element. Level of, let's see, and pink noise. Level the pink noise. Begin with one low frequency element like bass or kick drum set to an initial level of -5 dB. Okay, this is where I start bringing everything in. Yeah, keep those off. Well, I need the pink noise on for this. Well, actually, no, not yet. Down, down. Leave the bass on. Okay. No. Okay, now I need to turn on the pink noise. Just put that right there. Let me see. Yeah, I can just barely hear the bass over this. That's what I was trying to aim for just now. Okay, so while pink noise is playing, select one instrument or voice track and lower its volume until it's inaudible, then bring it up so it's barely audible over the pink noise. Yeah, so the bass I just did, I can leave the bass alone. Let me see. Now, what should I do next? What should I do next? Well, I guess we can just go from left to right. I can also do that. I can barely hear it. Okay, that's what I wanted. Alright, guess we can do the first rhythm guitar next. I should probably loop it where it's actually playing, shouldn't I? Let me see. Here we go. I can just barely hear that. Alright, second rhythm guitar. I can just barely hear that. Now let's see, for the piano. And the piano's playing there. Now I can just barely hear that. Okay, now where are the crash cymbals playing most often? In it's in this part right here. There we go. Let's see, crash cymbals. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna leave it right there for now. If I listen anymore, I'm gonna start hearing things. Let's see, and where does the thing play? Well, I really didn't use the thing that often. And in fact, it might actually be kind of hard to do because I don't use it that often. In fact, I'm gonna do that. There we go. Oops. No, 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 no. Those are done. No, no. Oh, I can hear it now. Alright, the hi-hat. Okay. Right, snare 2 is up. Other snare. Snare. The regular snare. It plays most often here. You can barely hear that. Now the kick. I can do that anywhere, really. The kick kind of plays everywhere. Yep, I hear that. Okay, now let's see. Drum reverb. Where's the drum reverb play? Pretty much the same places. Okay, there we go. Global reverb. It's global reverb, so it kind of plays everywhere as well. Okay. So that's all of them. Alright, so pink noise off. I'm gonna turn all of these back on. In fact, I'm actually going to remove the pink noise now that I've done everything I need to with it. Okay, let's see. Is it pink noise? Timbre and all notes should be audible. I mean, that is what I was listening for. Sounds are set. Turn off the pink noise. All sounds are balanced, and you can begin mixing your music. Track frequency distribution for genres of sound music. Tonal balance plugin from iZotope. Tonal balance. Balance. I wonder if it's that one. I mean, I've never, you know what, I should probably save where I am right now. Hold on. Wait, but let me listen to this. Some of these sound... Wow, why do those sound like they're drowning out the melody? feel like I should crank this up. Okay, maybe I should save it at this point, like after having used the pink noise. Maybe I did something wrong, but I should. Huh? In a different. Oh yeah, because I. All right. Okay, before I start making any changes like that. To put it in the master slot? Okay, so according to this, it's kind of there. In terms of like how these are. Okay, this says base heavy. Hold on. If I'm doing rock, how should it instead look? Okay, I think I've done enough with this. But I'm gonna leave that there just in case. Well, at least until I'm done with it. We're done with the mix, and it's time to export it for mastering. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm also going to compare it to, okay, hold on. How do I turn up? Hold on, if I just have this on. Yeah, that's going to be too loud, so I need to turn it, because this is already mastered. Actually, okay, never mind. Yeah, it's too loud. Let's see if I'm in here trying to get this like a little. It's on this part of the song. Naturally, it's going to be quieter, but let me see if I can. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. Okay, there. Let me see. Anyway, let me see. What else did I need to do? I'm losing track of what I'm actually doing here. Let's see. Check frequency, isotone. Mono mix check. Hmm, well, okay, hold on. Another thing, the kick could use a touch of either mid or high. And to get the pop sound is another recommendation I got. Or some saturation. So the kick should have some kind of pop sound. Or not necessarily a pop sound, just something to make it pop. Uh, I could use some kind of visual EQ. Dynamic EQ. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Let me play this with just the kick on. Okay, I should probably hold on. Yeah, loop this. Okay, close. Okay. See, mid high. Ooh, this part right here. Why can't I hear any difference? Yeah, I can hear zero difference. Mm. I'm just wondering what would happen there. Ooh, I actually do hear a difference there. Oh wait, I just realized the reverb is in a separate track, and that reverb is for the old kick. You know what? I don't think it matters, to be honest with you. I don't think it'll make that much of a difference. Or I could try the whole thing that was mentioned before. Why do I need to crank it up that much? I'm worried that I have no reason to crank it up this much to where it's off screen like this. I feel like that's kind of a bad sign that there's some platform that someone could be listening on that's going to make it sound way too loud in that one spot. Probably should have dealt with that before I came into this, so that way it would be on the reverb track too. Ugh. Ugh. Mm. Uh, saturation. I could try that. Saturation. Oh, hold on. What the heck? It just cranks it up to max. Yeah, I hear a huge difference. In fact, now that I think about it, maybe it'll sound uh pretty good having this and the old one in the reverb. Maybe? Just maybe? No, that makes it sound worse. Well, this one also cranks it up to max. And I hear absolutely no difference between them. But I kind of want to try this. That doesn't sound bad. Okay, it's at about where I want it to be before exporting for mastering. I still feel like the main melody is too quiet. I'm turning it up. I'm turning it up. Let's see. What does not interest? Okay, maybe I should just have it focused on the loudest part so as to not confuse the plugin. What is with that? Mm, mm. There are some other parts here that I feel like could be a little louder. Yeah, the crash is super quiet. Okay, what was the Okay, mono mix check. Mono mix check. Use ozone. Put ozone in mono mode. Expect panned LNR instruments to be 3 decibels quieter. Well, I don't have any panned instruments except for the snares. In fact, am I even going to hear a difference if I put it in mono mode? Ozone. Wait, what did it say exactly? Can you guys see this? Okay, you can't. Now, how do I put ozone in mono? How do I? Uh, let's see here. I don't use ozone very often. Help documentation. Oh, yeah, so I straight up just clicked that button. It brought me online. Uh, just trying to see how to put the thing in mono. Da, 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 da. I don't know what half of these things do, to be honest with you. But how do I? Nothing about how to put the mix in mono? Oh, I just remembered you guys can't see what I'm looking at. Ugh. Yeah, but I'm not seeing anything here about how to put a mix in mono. Ugh, I'm gonna be here for a while if I try to. Let me see. I guess I can just look it up. How to put ozone 11 into mono. You know what? Uh, because this just doesn't give me a clear answer. Uh, I'm just going to try doing this. I'm going to use the sync imager and then let's see. Wait. Okay, it's on the master channel. Okay. What the heck? Mhm. Mhm. Convert to mono. To the main channel. Oh, okay. See what happens now. Okay, so that works for putting it into mono, and I definitely hear the difference. Let's see. I mean, naturally, putting anything in mono is going to make it sound worse, right? So, like, I think that this sounds good in mono. Wait, why is it still right there? I really hate that. Freaking, it does that when I. Alright. If I turn this off. So I noticed it hit 6 at one point. Oh, I didn't have it on the... Come on. Right there. I'm not sure exactly if these rhythm guitars are drowning out the main melody. You know what? I'm kind of over. I think I'm overthinking this. Just. All right. I need to move on. I'm spending too much time here. All right. Check mix at quiet, middle, and loud volumes. Okay. I'll just turn up my headphones. Okay, now if I turn, well, maybe I should actually listen to the ending just to make sure it fades out correctly. Yeah, it does. Okay, now let's listen to this on low volume. Well, I did notice right at the end that I couldn't hear the piano. If it sounded like the piano faded out faster, but that's because I'm on low volume. Yeah, yeah, that's good. All right. Now, I believe I could go ahead and try to use. Trying to get some kind of rough master using ozone, just real quick to see what it's going to sound like. Or I could like just leave it on. And well, I'm not sure about that. I mean, I need to use ozone because I do not have time to right now to give this to an actual like mastering engineer. Yeah, I'm like really low on time. Well, I guess I should also listen to this in different places too, just to be sure. But I'm gonna do that after I stop the recording. Now, let me see. What about a section of your mix? Okay, hold on. I need to play this from the beginning. Okay, I need to turn down these. But just by a little bit, just by a little bit, like 5 dB each. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the ozone master, so it's back to the regular mix. Okay. Is the melody still getting drowned out? Should I turn these down a little more? Turn this on again. Should I push relearn? Maybe I should have it relearn. Okay. Well, I still didn't need to do. I still need to do the multiple speaker check. I just used ozone to see what it will kind of look like. Just to see what it'll look like after it's been mastered. But so what I'm gonna do right now is just take off ozone. Okay, I want to take off ozone, and I'm also going to take off this one because I don't need that anymore. Actually, maybe I should the hold on. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on here, but I just wanted to make sure it wasn't going like off the charts. Okay. Yeah, now delete that. All right. Let me go ahead and mm, I completely forgot I had this. I had this reference mix. Hold on, I'm gonna turn this on. Okay. I'm wondering now if I should just go ahead and put ozone on this, or if I should just share the rough mix first, get feedback on that, and then use ozone. Maybe I'm overthinking this again. I'm just gonna go ahead and share this, but I'm going to save it as amphibian mix v1. export it as an MP3. Wait, no, not that. Enable effects on the master track. Yeah, well, I don't have any effects on the master track, so it's fine. Oh yeah, I forgot to stop OBS. Okay, see you for now.